Howdy. Well, let me put my glasses on for a moment here. It is 4:18. I woke up about an hour and a half ago, and I'm sorry about the low volume on the other videos because I thought I had this microphone unplugged, but I just merely had it pushed clear on the other side of the room, and it was on. So that's why the other videos so quiet. I didn't mean to do that. So, anyways, I did the burn on my stomach's not too bad. Um, my stomach, however, really does not like me internally today. But anyways, I did take the Xanax. I took one half milligram pill of Xanax. Like I said, I was gonna do after I got dressed and was waiting for the driver to show up. My voice not exactly limber this morning, um, but they didn't do anything anyway. But give me disastrous news, which is they got me set up for the 30th, which is a week. So which means I have to call and make another appointment today for more transportation. But they want to pull these four teeth all in a row, all on the same day. They got an in-house oral surgeon, and that's what they want to do. I said, well, these two don't seem that bad in the front here. They just got holes that you all patched before, and they're just not very good dentists. I mean, just not very good, you know. It's just poor people dentistry. It's just what you're gonna get. You get what you pay for. In dentistry, what I've learned over the years is all about this. Life might not be all about this, but dentistry is. And so, anyways, I'm looking at four teeth pulled all right in a row. I've never had anything done like that. I had my four wisdom teeth pulled all on the same day when I was young and strong, but I never had nothing like that. They better give me, I don't know, you know. Yeah. So I got that to think about for a week. That that to feed my anxiety. What's that going to be like, you know? It feels weird to have three teeth missing up here, and I'll have no teeth at all on this side all the way to here. It's like, wow, it's getting old stuff is wonderful, but I'm not old. I'm 51, you know. And the weird part is that I took pretty good care of my teeth for nearly all of my life, except for in my a space in my 20s. You know, I kept on top of things. I would go to a dentist, like I said, and they'd be good dentists, and they'd keep up. Man, that sounds so loud. I don't know if that sounds loud to you, but that train is just so loud because I got the window cracked. But I would go to these dentists, and they would build up a practice using poor people like me, and then they'd sort of use us as a stepping stone or like the bottom rung of the ladder. And once they got up on the higher parts of the ladder and got clientele built up with better insurance, then they didn't need us anymore. They kick us to the curb. So that happened to me a couple of times. They're like, we don't take your insurance anymore, and because rich people are more likely to have expensive treatments done, like whitenings and veneers, and so they're going to get more money out of them. So, um, like the Navajo say in the Tony Hillerman novels, poor people teeth. You know, I just got poor people teeth. Um, my dad had a really good job and really good insurance until I was 15. I had very good dental care. And then once I got to be a certain age, once I had like spinal tumor and all that, it just didn't seem very important. And then in my 20s, it didn't seem very important. And then, like the prodigal son, I returned to a dental chair. I had 13 fillings, major fillings. And um, I remember the doctor being sarcastic. And because I asked to see the x rays, I just wanted to see the x rays. And he thought that was a matter of me distrusting him. I remember him giving me a double take kind of look, you know. And he's like, "Okay, you want to see the X-rays?" And he puts them up, and he's like, "See here, 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 and here. This is what happens when you don't take care of your teeth." And it's like, I'm like, "Okay, man, okay, dude, who's going to stick sharp implements in my mouth in about 5 minutes? Chill the fuck out." Just wanted to see the X-rays. You know, I was just curious. Excuse me for being curious. It's like, do you got a guilty conscience over something? Have you been doing unnecessary work or something that makes you behave like this? But, anyways, so that's not good news. That's very bad news. So I figured I'd get one of these. Excuse me for a moment. I'm sorry. I did not sleep well. I figured I'd get one of these teeth pulled and then they'd spackle the rest of them. 4 teeth like gone, right in a row. You know, I'm thinking like, okay, it's take $2,000 to get these 2 teeth saved. It's like, is that really a good investment? Is it I'm heading toward toothlessness anyway. So, is it a better investment for me to just keep saving up my money to get the hell out of here and to take what little sanity I have left and get out of this place? This also puts a different spin on that boat thing with my foster brother. I was thinking, that's a tooth. I was like, if he had took care of that boat, that's a tooth. He just took a tooth out of my head because that's $900 I would have got for that boat. Okay, so that's a tooth. He took a tooth away from me by not taking care of that boat and not making sure that sail went through smoothly. Not even looking at the boat before you open up the tarp and see a foot of water with mosquitoes and all kind of bugs swimming around in it, and then brackish water inside of a boat. And haven't heard from that guy. He'll never give me a dime for the damage done to that boat. And my sister will never repay me the $60 she got off me the last time she saw me. The last time she saw me was in that exact dentist um, that I went to yesterday. And I was sitting in a dental chair, and she was like, I'm $60 short. She told me she'd pay me back. And, it wasn't like an official loan. At the time, I was flush. I didn't really, I said, well, here you go. I didn't insist on, it being a loan, but she did tell me she'd pay me back. She paid me back all right. She paid me back by about 30 days later, crushing my soul and stepping on it like a snail on the sidewalk. Once that hard shell finally got broken through, built up by years of repression and hardship, and yeah, this. So yeah, yesterday wasn't good, and to top it off, the driver is 20 years older than me, right? He's 71. He was like, "Oh man, that's one thing I would ever want to lose is my teeth." He's like, "I got all my teeth except for my wisdom teeth." I'm like, "How old are you?" He's like, 71. I'm like, "You got 20 years on me." And partial plates are very uncomfortable. They can build one, but one of the posts that they're using to build one. This is why I'm thinking that the crowns and stuff would be a bad investment, because I got this tooth over here crowned somehow. I think that's what that is. It's silver. It's like a cap. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, it's like the whole tooth was capped with a piece of silver. And I was like, that tooth should have been pulled. But they're just not very good dentists. And I told her I was getting pain from that. She was like, really? Yeah, they're going to get around to pulling that too. So, it's just another thing I have to accept. Um, doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it easy. Um, so yeah, that's what happened yesterday as far as the dentist. And I'm pretty low about the whole thing. I have an incompetent aid worker coming here in 4 hours. That man, talk about unsympathetic people. I was like, boy, she's first thing she sees me, she's like, oh, you don't look too good. And I said, yeah, I don't feel too good either. This is like the last time I saw her. And all I want to do is go to sleep. I was like, I haven't had any sleep, and I feel sick on top of it. And she wants to hang out because they have to use like voice recognition. You either have to use voice recognition or this stupid like clocking in and clocking out device. But she likes to use voice recognition, so I got to sit there. She's not even interesting to talk to, and um, she's like, well, let me at least get an hour. She's worried about. It's like what do you get paid an hour? Just here, take this money, just get the fuck out of here so I can go to sleep. It's what I wanted to do. I can cancel today or whatever, but it would be nice to have some milk in the house or something. I don't really trust that scooter to do shopping on without somebody driving alongside me. Maybe I get my niece to help me out this weekend. I don't know. Um, I don't know, man. Yesterday was a blow. You find out you're gonna get four. You don't understand until you've had teeth pulled. You don't understand how much room one tooth takes up in your head. They want to pull four of them in a row in a week. So yeah, I'm not happy about that. And then this just seems like a bad investment. Like saving these front two lower teeth because they want this one gone, this one gone, this one gone, and this one gone. And they're one of those places where it's like a volume business, you know. So there's no time for discussion. There's no time for nothing. It's like, yeah, we're gonna do this, 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 and this. I didn't even get to the point where I was like, hey, I got issues up here. I'm getting pain here, and you know, there's just no time spent on individual patients. Like when I went to the father and son team, the Dr. Peters and Dr. Peters Jr. It's like there's actual was time spent on the patient, and there was um, just such a different level of quality of service. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why I want to go through all these things or what purpose. For what purpose? So more things can go wrong. It'd be different, if I was working with a healthy body and didn't have CRPS and stuff. I'm a very content sort of person. Um, but I have so many physical issues that it's like I told my one friend about fishing. It's like it's really not I could probably physically still be able to fish, but I'm not going to enjoy it just because I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to be uncomfortable and not comfortable and miserable the whole time that I'm doing it. I'm not even comfortable wearing a shirt. So, like, exactly why do I want to do this? You know, I struggle with that sometimes. I'm struggling with that this morning a little bit, but that's, you know, it's a bit of a shock to find out things are worse than you expected. Then I got the heart thing, I just got problems upon problems upon problems. And it's like, you know, why do I want to keep doing this? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And for me, uh, death is just unconsciousness. It's moving to another plane. You know, Steve, he don't exist anymore. He turns into something else. And Steve's not even going to be a memory. Who would want to remember this anyway? Who would want to remember my life? You know. So yeah, I get those feelings, and yeah, you get that expression. He's got a lot to live for. You know, you have a lot to live for. Uh, yeah. All I need is a certain. I don't even need like to not be in pain. I just need a certain level of comfort, and I'm fine. That's the thing that stings. That makes you know. See that cap, or I think this is what they want to do to these two teeth up here for $2,000, and this hurts anyway. So I'll just let them come in there and just rip all four of them out um, next Wednesday. It's not a lot of time to wrap your head around that though. Trying to figure out what that would be like. Because I come home, of course, and I just want to sleep. Um, Pills had nothing to do with it. It's just my sleeping schedule. I was waking up around 3 o'clock in the morning, and I think I got home about the time I start to get sleepy. Um, I didn't take any of the codeine until I woke up, and it was like, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night or something like that. I don't remember the exact time, but I'm like, I'm up way too early. I'm due for a Valium anyway, so I mixed a Valium and a codeine and slept, and woke up at I think I actually woke up at 2:30. Yeah, something like 2:36. So yeah, I don't, you know, I don't really see any like quality of life for myself. You know, um, it's hard for me to even think straight. When I was looking at the video I did yesterday, I was like substituting Valium for Xanax and part of it, and I go back and I look at it, and I'm looking at the mistakes I made, and I'm like, man, I can't. I'm not even mentally sharp anymore. And yeah, I don't mean to be depressing or nothing. It's just the way it is. I mean, this is just what happened yesterday. Um, yeah, and you see other people. I don't get jealous of other people, but you see other people like, and they have these so-called charmed lives, you know, where like they're all healthy and they have nice cadre of friends, and they have genuine friendships and people they can count on. They don't have people that stab them in the back and take money out of their pocket. And if you were me, I mean, what reasons could you find? Put yourself in my shoes. What reasons could you find to really want to keep doing this? You know, uh, like I said, I enjoy words. I enjoy my mind. Uh, but even like I used to enjoy the hell out of fishing. But if you're in enough suffering, man, you don't enjoy anything. You just want to be unconscious. And that's all death is to me. I'm not worried about devils and pitchforks and other such nonsense. And I'm certainly not interested in any eternal reward or keeping this life going. You know, it's like that's what I often wonder about. Like, I think you can be at peace with bad memories and stuff, but your memories kind of make up who you are. So, like, if you did live eternally and you remembered this existence, it's like, you know, oh, I remember when my sister and my family stabbed me in the back, and oh, I remember this painful event in my life. And I remember this, though. Yeah, that was really bad, but I'm over it now. You know, I remember living in fear of my father, and yeah, I remember the day that I had 4 teeth pulled in a row, and how that went. It's like I could be amused by things, but man, every day now it's going to be like checking my invisible watch, checking the time. It's like for a week, and then you know the day will roll around when that'll happen. And when you have anxiety, how am I going to enjoy anything? And how am I going to eat? How am I going to chew? They got those. They got to make a different partial plate for me. But in the meantime, like, what am I going to eat? You want to talk about depressing? And I'm sure like a lot of people are already tuned out on this thing. But it's like I got Meals on Wheels, but I got Meals on Wheels. They mixed me up with somebody else, and they had like food for people with no teeth, and it was like I'm like, what is this? You know, and it's like turkey paste. You know, it's like pureed food, like astronaut food or something. If you want to make it sound glamorous, but I ended up throwing it out the window to the cats because I was like, man, it's like I'm not eating this. You know, it's like what teeth am I gonna have left to chew with? Now my brother-in-law, he actually he claimed to have had some kind of problem with his teeth where they were all like hypersensitive and hurt him like all the time. So he went to just some random dentist that he found. He said, I want you to pull all my teeth. I was like, what? And he had a lot of teeth, probably more than I got now. He said, I want you to pull all of them. And the guy's like, okay. And went ahead and he made him sign some papers and pulled all of his teeth. And he said, man, you won't believe what it's like, how much room that your teeth take up in your head and what it's like to close your mouth. And, I'm like, how do you manage to eat? And I think he just wears his upper dentures for appearance sake or whatever. It's like, man, it's not fair that I had to get old in my 40s, though. Old, I've been old before my 40s, man. It's just not fair. And to be like so crazy in the head to squander my youth like that. And yeah, I thought that was pretty funny though. That playing I think they're called Hot Chocolate, You Sexy Thing. When I was a picture of me when I was young and powerful and handsome before uh yeah, before life steamrolled me, took me down. Yeah, as far as like being angry about my situation, it's like I'm angry about like yeah, I'm angry about it, but like who do I blame for it? Do I blame me? Do I blame doctors? Maybe I should blame the whole medical. Maybe that's who I should be angry at is the medical community. What good's that gonna do? This monolithic um, edifice, this rolling machinery called the medical community. You know, 'cause that's what I did. Is like I put off messing with my teeth because I wanted to fix my leg first, which I thought would take a couple of months. And then it turned into a big thing. And then I've already expressed my anger to my landlord, but then I got into that issue with my landlord, and then I got bed bugs, and then I got tenant issues in this building, and you know, yeah. If you put yourself in my shoes, it's like, what, what are you gonna tell me? I got a lot to live for. I mean, you don't even know. You probably know like 60% of my problems. Because, like I said, I'd like to have somebody watch these. My voice is really garbage this morning. Uh, what kind of pep talk? Yeah, I should go to my psychiatrist and see, that's the thing. It's my appointments are jammed too tightly together too. It's like after the 30th, I'm gonna need time to heal, and I think I gotta rearrange all my appointments and stuff if I do get those four teeth pulled. And like I said, that just seems like a bad investment. You know, it's funny. Like $2,000 is like nothing to a lot of people. Maybe I can call the place and ask them to work out some kind of payment plan if they do. Like, I have shitty credit though. Like, I have like only one black mark on my credit because I never mess with credit. But I do have something against my credit. I have a mark against my credit. But you know, there wasn't time to even talk about that. She actually said you don't have any like family or parents or anything where you could that could help you out with this as far as like raising money to save those two teeth. I'm like, no, I might just have them pull these two and not let them pull these other two, and then say that I can get something worked out money wise for these two, and then I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, this was a bad investment over here, but even if somebody as poor as me, $2,000, while being a lot of money to someone like me, it's not like crazy money. Uh, but yeah, it's just something to think about. But I don't have a lot of time to think about it. I got like a week that's coming up, and I already got to start making the calls like in a few hours, making arrangements for the transportation to get to this appointment. And I could call them and see if they have any kind of like financing or payment plan. Or like I can do half and half if they trust me for the first half of like, here's 500. I can do half and half on crowns on those two. And as far as credit though, my credit sucks, but I got guaranteed money coming in. They can repossess it, pull the tooth if they want. You know, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, and someday I probably have to end up talking about all my problems. You know, I don't have like two people watching these videos. Uh, Cause yeah, it's just very dark life. Very. The thing that bothers or disturbs me about it the most is so much of it was preventable, and so much of it has to do with like getting stabbed in the back by the people that you thought you could trust the most. That's the most painful part of it, really. And it's like I said, as far as like living on in another existence where you could actually remember this existence. Yeah, I mean you can live with bad memories and stuff, but I think I think the way people act sort of reflects what beings really want. And there's so much drug use, alcohol use. They really just want to forget. They just want to like jump into a well of forgetting and just forget all the bad shit that went down in their life. And I'd venture to say, as far as somebody from a supposed first world country, I've had more than my share of things worth forgetting. My brother finally got his water fixed, so he says now he feels like he lives in a first world country, which he could have had this done like many times. I don't know how many years he went without water, like 3 years, maybe. I don't know how long. But now he's got running water. He can turn on the spigot, water will come out, and everything. So he finally got that fixed last week. Like I said in other videos, I gave him like $400 just because he needed a financial boost. And I said, this isn't a loan, this is just a gift. I just won't buy you nothing. I think I even wrote, he's weird about taking money, so I think I even wrote, this is your birthday present for this year, Christmas present for this year, birthday present for this year. So I was like, just count it as presents for uh, birthday and Christmas for the next couple of years. And then I loaned him $700, which I eventually took back because he wasn't getting his problem taken care of because his head wasn't in the right place because he got issues. And yeah, man, I hope I ain't coming down with something. Uh, I wasn't breathing too good and I didn't feel too good when I woke up. Uh, my stomach is making all kind of horrible noises, which I hope you can't hear. Um, but yeah, that was weird yesterday falling on that radiator heater thing and putting shark gills on my stomach. And the burns were like, they looked like shark gills. I call them pectoral fins because I couldn't think of, those aren't really the fish that I fish for are freshwater fish, and their gills are completely different. So I couldn't think of the word gills. Well, we got 34 minutes. Um, but yeah, that's the news. It's not good. It's worse than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to get one tooth pulled. I was hoping to get it pulled yesterday, but nah. They got an in-house oral surgeon, I guess, that's going to pull them all. And I'm pretty terrified about it. I had some bad experiences. Anybody got smile like mine's got some bad experiences at the dentist. I gotta try to enjoy the next week as best I can. 'Cause I don't think I'm gonna enjoy the week after that happens. And 4 teeth right in a row. It might not be that good. I don't know. It might not be that bad. You know, if I want to go that route, I'm thinking just do the two. These two don't even hurt, as far as I can tell, unless I'm getting what's called referred pain, which basically means this the pain's coming from over here, but you're feeling it over here. Um, I don't know that's just like a hole, and there's like another long ways hole in this tooth right here. So, um, yeah, man, I'm pretty devastated. Pretty devastated, man. Whenever you're expecting to get one tooth pulled, and then I got to worry about the next week. Like, you know, I think I got a week's worth of antibiotics in there. Um, she didn't prescribe me any antibiotics, so I'm just gonna take these antibiotics before I go in. I think I got a week's worth in one of these damn bottles. Yeah. So they're just not very good. Why would they not prescribe me antibiotics? This for something like that. I don't know. The hits keep coming. Kapow! Left hook. Overhand right. Smash. Boom. You know. I gotta pay the. Excuse me. Let me take a drink real quick. 37 minutes. Since I literally can't talk. I don't know why. I don't need to be getting sick right now. But stress is not really good for a person. But yeah. I didn't really have any bad feelings about breaking it. I can't talk anymore. My voice is gone, so it happens. Hmm. Anyways, this has been fun. I'll try to sum it up in enough voice to say that. But yeah, that's the news. That's how my dental appointment went. Pretty much. Can't really find any humor in any of that. But yeah, I figure at some point people will start getting a more enlightened attitude about death and stop projecting their own ideas and feelings onto other people. You know, I can understand not wanting to lose other people and or worrying about people just like this guy's in a depression and this attitude that he has toward life is just like it's just like his brain chemistry is not right or whatever. It's like, okay, I do that with the psychiatrist. It's like, okay, you tell me why I should keep doing this. Tell me why I should keep living. I'll spare no punches. And it's like at some point it has to be a logical choice. Like Kevorkian was trying to point out all them years ago. At some point it has to be a logical choice. To just say, man, that's enough. I had my time. There's really not a whole lot left for me. It's a shame in my case because if I can get I don't even have to be like pain free, but if I can get my pain and my ability to function at a reasonable level. And by function, I mean being able to walk. You know, it's like, uh, how far does a person's rights extend? Does a person's right extend to the right to whether they want to live or die? Now, you're gonna run into problems with religious people with that because it says in the Bible, "You are not your own," or like it's not your life to take. It's not up to you, But who would know better than you uh, how, what your life is and how much pain you're in, how much you can take, or what your quality of life actually is? So I'm not gonna. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything. It's gonna take a little bit more than getting these teeth pulled to push me over the edge. But at some point, it just gets, yeah, my life's to the point of absurdity already. If you're watching this, what my life has been like since I moved into this building. And then you know that my family is so, and obviously, if I'm on here talking just to random folks, I got like I said, I got the one friend, and by the way, he just found out that his mom has lymphoma, so I gotta talk to him. I got so much going on, I want to see her because they don't really know how much longer she's got, but they just thought she had water on her lungs, but she's got lymphoma, which is some form of cancer that just keeps, her. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's an oma. It's a lymphoma. That's has something to do with her lungs. He had just absorbed the information when I talked to him on the phone like the day before. So, I just let him talk. I didn't ask him too many questions. He was still reeling from it. Because even if your mom's 88 years old, that's your mom. You know, I haven't talked to him since, thanks to the Obama phone. I got the new phone now. I missed his other phone call thanks to my sleeping schedule. But, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think it's just another instance where religious ideologies are going to get in the way as far as like that our lives are not our own to make our own decisions about. Uh, but yeah, I would challenge anybody to a debate, to tell me why I should keep living. And all you could come up with is like, well, you still smile and you still laugh and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's when I'm that's when I'm on camera. That's the parts of me that you'll see. And even when I'm on, that's just like a conditioned response I have, I think. I think it's like, I was talking about that movie Joker. I think it's like Joker's laughter is like a conditioned response. That's like a combination of a laugh and a cry. That's why it's such a weird sounding laugh. Oh, shit. But, anyways, yeah, they say never apologize for being yourself, so I'm not going to apologize for the dark nature of this. I might put a warning in there in that crown or whatever. I'm definitely going to put something on that. Can't see quite. Probably can't see back there. It's like a silver. It's like the cheap crown. It's like a silver crown. It's on the bottom here. And if that's the kind of thing they're gonna do to my front teeth, they should just get rid of them anyway. Because I had that done like uh maybe a year ago, and it's already causing me problems. So you know, um, yeah, I'll try that one time. It's like have a debate with somebody, like have a debate with a psychiatric person. It's like let's do this logically. Okay, you be the pros for why I should stay alive, and I'll do the con side. Uh, let's see. And if you could tell me that you would take my life and want to live it and see it through to the bitter end, you know, I'll have to. I want to see if you can do that. So, but yeah, eh, I guess I'll just go through whatever it is I got to go through and take it from there until the next horrible thing, and keep. Hopefully, I haven't seen any more hornets flying in here, but if like uh yeah, if I'm gonna be in a room full of hornets after getting four of my teeth pulled at once, come on now, man. That's that's ridiculous. It's absurd. Yeah, I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with the aid worker that comes here. And it's weird because you got to give them your banking info. You got to give them your card if you want them to get money out of the bank. You got to give them your card and your banking information. And it's like they work for like I think the one woman said like $9 an hour, and I'm like, how can they get away with that? It's like below minimum wage. So I would the one that I liked, I would do things like I heard a butterfly or something fall into the window, and I would just throw a crumpled up $5 bill on the ground, and like give her tips because they're not supposed to accept tips. I'd be like, I think there's something wrong with one of the legs on my walker at one time, and I pinned a $10 bill underneath the leg of the walker, and she was like, "Oh yeah, thanks for that." And, and the war vet was out there, and he's shrewd when it comes to that kind of thing. And I'm like, it's like at one time I told her like, she's like, "Oh, you're sly," and I was like, "Yeah," and you make it really hard to be sly. That one time I stashed like $5 in a hole while she was off, in a hole in the porch while she was off doing her thing, and then the war vet came out, and I reached down and I forget what lie I told about the $5 being jammed in this hole, but I was like, yeah, I pulled this $5 out, and you don't miss a trick when it comes to money. He's not stupid, and you know, so there's no way. But I wasn't gonna let him say, "Oh, $5," and take the $5. I took it back. And I wasn't able to give her a tip that time. But this woman gets no tips because she's annoying as hell. And that one day I was sick, she was like, "Well, at least let me get an hour here." So she just left me miserable sitting there waiting and making. I don't even think we even managed a conversation for like 15, 20 minutes because I only sent her to do the one thing, which was uh, pick up my prescriptions. She's like, "At least let me get an hour." I'm like, you know, I was just thinking, I should have just done that. Just like walked in there, but they're not allowed to. They're not allowed to take any money off of patients. Or get in trouble for it. And the other person that I was giving tips to, I knew was cool. As far as it, we got like a trust built up between us because she walked into my house when she wasn't supposed to, and I didn't report her for that. You know. Oh yeah. By the way, this other they're such a mess, that company, that this other woman's like, I'm here to. I thought I was going to clean your house, and then I'm like, didn't they tell you that I got bed bugs and you're not allowed in the house? And they're like, no, they said that problem was taken care of. And I think maybe my case manager put in a call or something. I don't know, but I'm like, no, it's not only not taken care of, the guy upstairs got him. He just told me like a week to 10 days ago that he got him. She was disappointed because she was going to, make more money. I don't know how many hours. Um, with such a tiny little bit of money, I think she said they make like $9 an hour for doing that stuff. It seems like the harder the job is, the less they pay you for it. Anyways, that's 51 minutes. You get the general gist of the thing. Is I'm down and out. My voice left me and then it came back, but it's still pretty bad. And they want to yank all four of these teeth, and I'm kind of undecided about it. So I might only let them pull these two, because just four teeth gone. I mean, I don't know. Having a week to decide. Don't know about that either. But that's the situation I'm in. And for anybody that doesn't like depressing videos, it's like, well, I don't like living a depressing life. So it is what it is. I had pretty good lighting for this one, though, at least. Just my voice is awful. But, anyways, I certainly hope you're doing better than I am. And I hope you can talk without it feeling like there's a bunch of smallish rodents chewing at your vocal cords. Anyways, I'll talk to you in a couple of days or less, probably, since I ain't got nobody. Nobody. I really don't got nobody. So that's kind of why I do this. Is yeah, don't really have. Yeah, and like my main friend's mom's. He just found out last week his mom's got cancer, and they don't know how many weeks she's gonna live. She is 88, but I'm certainly not gonna be bothering him with my problems. So I'll bother whoever, and you of course could click off this video at any time. So I'll bother whoever. Oh, that's my depression level. You can always turn it off, and I can always just be talking to myself. Sad, sad, sad thing that is. Uh, the sad part to me is I actually enjoy just existing and just being me. When I'm not in horrific pain or not faced with dealing with difficult, impossible, or insane people, I'm fairly contented, dude. I can find humor in things, and I can enjoy simple things. Uh, but it just doesn't seem, it's not, it doesn't seem to be. It seems like my condition just keeps getting worse. And I can try to fight back against it, which I have been doing. I've been getting my exercise in, and but that medical machinery is grinding me up. Still nothing done with my knee, and I don't have enough money to get my teeth taken care of properly. So, yeah. So cheerio. I hope you had a lot of fun watching this. I hope you had as much fun watching this as it was to make. Goodbye.